Welcome to You're in Good Hands, the podcast where we dive into everything urology. Leading-edge treatments, education on a variety of topics, and expert insights to keep you informed and healthy. Brought to you by the Advanced Urology Institute of Georgia, where innovation meets compassionate care. Because when it comes to your health, you're always in good hands. As always, the information discussed today is purely informative and does not constitute medical advice. All right, so let's dive into something that can be a little bit sensitive for some folks.
Yeah.
Overactive bladder, OAB.
Okay.
That feeling like you constantly have to go even when you just went.
Right.
Yeah, it's more than just a minor inconvenience. It can really impact your life.
It really can, and I think what's often misunderstood is that OAB isn't simply about frequent urination.
Right.
The hallmark is the sudden, overwhelming urge to go, often accompanied by leakage or incontinence. So it's disruptive, and it can be incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, so it's not just about, holding it longer.
Right.
There's a real physiological component at play.
Absolutely.
And for folks who haven't found relief with lifestyle changes or medications, what's next?
Yeah.
This deep dive is exploring a treatment called sacral neuromodulation, better known as InterStim therapy.
Right. InterStim is a fascinating approach. It targets the communication breakdown between your brain and your bladder. So imagine your bladder nerves are sending frantic bathroom emergency signals, even when there's no real need.
Oh, wow.
InterStim acts like a traffic controller, calming those signals and restoring order.
I've heard of InterStim, but it always sounded like something very new and maybe even experimental.
It might surprise you to know that InterStim therapy has actually been around for a while.
Really?
With a proven track record of success.
Okay.
It's not a quick fix,
right,
but a long-term solution that addresses the underlying nerve dysfunction rather than just masking symptoms.
Okay, so definitely not experimental.
Yeah.
For someone who's maybe tried other options without success, how does InterStim actually work?
Right.
What's involved?
So think of it like a pacemaker for your bladder.
Okay.
A small device is implanted near the sacral nerves, which are key players in bladder control. It sends out gentle electrical pulses that help regulate those nerve signals, bringing things back into balance.
So it's not about blocking the signals entirely, but more like fine-tuning them.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Who would be a good candidate for this type of therapy?
If you've tried lifestyle changes and medications without sufficient relief, InterStim might be worth exploring.
Okay.
It's also particularly helpful for those experiencing urinary retention difficulty fully emptying the bladder.
Now, whenever we talk about implantive devices, there are naturally concerns about risks.
Of course.
What are some things to consider on that front?
Transparency is key, and like any medical procedure, there are potential risks, infection discomfort, or even device migration.
Right.
However, these are relatively uncommon.
Okay.
The technology has significantly advanced over the years, making InterStim a safe and effective option for many.
It sounds like choosing the right medical team is essential for this kind of procedure.
Absolutely. You want a team with extensive experience and a deep understanding of this technology.
Well, it just so happens we have some insights on that front.
Okay.
We're partnering with a true leader in the field for this deep dive advanced urology of Georgia. Not only are they experts in urological care, they've actually been recognized by Medtronic, the company behind InterStim, as a world center of excellence for this therapy.
That's a significant distinction. It means Advanced Urology of Georgia has met incredibly rigorous standards.
Wow.
Demonstrating their expertise and commitment to delivering exceptional patient care. They've really set themselves apart in this field.
What I find reassuring is that InterStim isn't some brand new experimental treatment.
Right.
It's been around for many years, constantly refined and improved. Knowing it's a tried-and-true solution with a history of helping people regain bladder control is a big plus.
And Advanced Urology of Georgia has multiple World Center of Excellence designations from Medtronic.
Oh, wow.
Highlighting their expertise across a range of urological treatments. That depth of knowledge is invaluable.
So for someone considering InterStim, walking into Advanced Urology of Georgia is like stepping into the top tier of care for this therapy.
You could say that they're equipped with the latest technology and a team that undergoes rigorous training to ensure they're providing the best possible outcomes for their patients.
Okay, let's get into the specifics of the procedure itself. What can someone expect if they decide to move forward with InterStim?
Sure. So it's actually a two-step process. First, there's a test phase where a temporary device is implanted for about a week or two.
Okay.
This allows the doctors to assess your individual response to the therapy and ensure it's effective for you.
So it's a chance to experience the potential benefits before committing to the full implant.
Exactly.
That takes away some of the uncertainty.
It does. It's about finding the right fit and making sure InterStim is the best path forward.
Right.
If the test phase is successful, the permanent device is implanted under the skin.
Okay.
Much like a pacemaker, it's a minimally invasive procedure, and many people can go home the same day.
That's good to hear. It sounds much less daunting than I initially imagined.
Yeah.
What about recovery? What should someone expect after the procedure?
Most patients experience minimal discomfort and can resume their normal activities fairly quickly.
Okay.
There might be some soreness at the implant site, but that typically subsides within a few days. Of course, following your doctor's post-operative instructions is crucial.
Okay, so we've talked about what InterStim is,
Right.
how it works, and who it might benefit. But let's get to the heart of the matter.
Sure.
What kind of impact can this therapy have on someone's life?
This is where things get really exciting.
Yeah.
For many, InterStim is truly life-changing.
Wow.
We're talking about significant reductions in urinary urgency and frequency,
Okay.
fewer trips to the bathroom, and a renewed sense of control over their bladder.
That's huge.
It is, imagine the freedom to engage in activities without that constant worry.
It's amazing how something as seemingly simple as regulating nerve signals
Right.
can have such a profound effect on someone's quality of life.
Yeah.
I'm curious, from your experience, what kind of feedback do you hear from patients who've undergone InterStim therapy?
The stories are truly inspiring.
Really?
Patients who were once hesitant to leave their homes for fear of accidents are now traveling, enjoying social outings, and simply living their lives with more confidence and spontaneity.
Wow.
The relief and joy they express are palpable.
That's incredible. Knowing that there's hope for reclaiming that sense of freedom must be incredibly empowering.
Yeah.
Now, I know we touched on risks earlier, but are there any other considerations people should keep in mind when evaluating InterStim as an option?
It's important to remember that while InterStim can significantly improve bladder control, it's not a cure-all.
Right.
It requires ongoing management, including follow-up appointments to adjust the device as needed.
Okay.
Setting realistic expectations is key.
So it's about finding the right balance and working closely with your healthcare team to achieve the best possible results.
Precisely. It's a collaborative approach, and for anyone considering InterStim, seeking out a provider like Advanced Urology of Georgia, with their expensive experience and recognition as a world center of excellence, can make a huge difference.
That makes sense. Their expertise and dedication to this therapy provide a level of reassurance that's invaluable for patients navigating this journey.
Absolutely.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about next steps.
Sure.
What should someone do if they're struggling with OAB and think InterStim might be right for them?
The first step is to reach out to a specialist.
Okay.
Advanced Urology of Georgia offers consultations where they can assess your individual needs, discuss your medical history, and determine if InterStim is a suitable option.
And they make it incredibly easy to connect. You can simply call them at 678-344-890 to schedule a consultation.
Right.
There's no need to suffer in silence or feel lost in the process.
It's empowering to know that there are experts who understand these challenges and are dedicated to helping people find relief.
Yeah.
Taking that first step towards seeking help can be a game changer.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today. Let's recap the key takeaways for our listeners.
All right.
We've learned that OAB is a common condition that can significantly impact quality of life,
Yeah.
but it's not something you have to just accept.
Exactly. Effective treatments like InterStim offer a proven long-term solution for those who haven't found relief with other methods. It's like hitting the reset button on your bladder control, allowing you to regain a sense of normalcy and freedom.
And for those considering InterStim, it's crucial to choose a provider with expertise and experience.
Absolutely.
Advanced Urology of Georgia stands out as a leader in the field, recognized as a world center of excellence by Medtronic.
Right.
Their team is equipped with the latest technology and a deep understanding of this therapy, providing patients with the highest level of care.
They truly are a beacon of hope for those seeking to take control of their bladder health and love life to the fullest.
Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question.
Okay.
Imagine for a moment that you no longer had to worry about OAB. What would you do differently? What activities would you enjoy more? What would it feel like to have that freedom and confidence back in your life?
It's a powerful question, and I encourage everyone listening to take a moment to reflect on it.
Yeah.
Reclaiming your life from OAB is possible, and it starts with taking that first step to seek help.
Don't let OAB hold you back any longer. Reach out to the experts at Advanced Urology of Georgia, explore your options, and take charge of your bladder health. You deserve to live a life free from worry and limitations.
Remember, every journey starts with a single step.
That's a perfect note to end on. A big thanks to Advanced Urology of Georgia for partnering with us on this deep dive, and to you, our listener, for joining us on this exploration of OAB and the innovative solutions available. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep diving deep. You know, it's so important to remember that knowledge is power.
It really is.
The more you understand about OAB and the available treatment options, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions about your health.
Absolutely. It's about taking control of your health journey and being an active participant in your care.
And sometimes medical information can feel so overwhelming.
Right.
But what I appreciate about Advanced Urology of Georgia is their commitment to clear communication.
Yeah.
They break things down in a way that's easy to understand, empowering patients to make the best choices for themselves.
Their patient-centered approach is truly commendable.
Mm-hmm.
They prioritize not just treating the condition,
Right.
but treating the whole person.
Well said. So to our listener out there,
Yeah.
if you're dealing with OAB, remember you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
There's hope, and effective, long-lasting solutions like InterStim are available.
Absolutely.
Take that first step, reach out to the experts, and start your journey towards reclaiming your life.
Remember, every journey starts with a single step.
That's a perfect note to end on. A big thanks to Advanced Urology of Georgia for partnering with us on this deep dive, and to you, our listener, for joining us on this exploration of OAB and the innovative solutions available. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep diving deep. If you happen to be in Georgia, you can always check out Advanced Urology Institute of Georgia. They've got 10 convenient locations throughout Metro Atlanta. You can make an appointment by calling 678-344-8900 or go online to www.advancedurology.com.
Great advice.